the Come On In Sports Network.
This is a special presentation brought to you by the Come On In Sports Network.
NFL Nation, how you doing? Come on in. I'm Dolph Jackson, and welcome to Come On In NFL, brought to you by the Come On In Sports Network. Y'all see the headline. Y'all know why we here. It has finally happened. After 19 years, Mike Tomlin is no longer the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tomlin steps away, and now the Steelers are facing one of the most important decisions in franchise history. Not just who the next coach is, but what direction this franchise wants to take. So tonight, we'll take a look at some candidates, some coaches who could be on the Steelers' radar. But first of all, let's talk about Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin's career as the Steelers' head coach was successful. Now, the last several years have not been so, especially in the playoffs. The fan base, Steeler Nation, grew impatient, grew upset. They felt they were stuck in NFL purgatory. Just good enough to make the playoffs year after year after year, but yet not good enough to advance. But what were some of the circumstances? What were some of the reasons they were unsuccessful? In the early stages of Mike Tomlin's career, he was successful. As you see here, this is the resume of one Mike Tomlin. He's ninth all-time in wins in NFL history with 193. In 19 seasons, he went 8-12 in the playoffs. He has lost 7 straight, including last night to the Houston Texans. He did win Super Bowl 43. He did make 2 Super Bowls, bringing home 1 Lombardi. He made the playoffs 13 times in his coaching career. He won the AFC North 8 times. And his career record of 193, and he has a 193, 114, and 2 record in the regular season. Now, I said this the other day on Ask the NFL Turns, and I'm going to say it now. Sometimes you don't miss what you have until it's gone. To Steeler Nation, to all of you who wanted Mike Tomlin gone and you are dancing, you are happy, just wait. You have been spoiled, my friends. Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin, 3 head coaches in the history of the franchise. 3 strikes and you're out, and you might be out and hitting pay dirt with a head coach. You might be walking into what the Atlanta Falcons, what the New Orleans Saints had to go through last year, what the Las Vegas Raiders are going through this year, what the Baltimore Ravens are going through this year. It is not easy replacing a legend. And think about this. In the last 2-3 weeks, the AFC North, has drastically changed. Kevin Stefanski, 2-time coach of the year, gone from Cleveland. John Harbaugh, Super Bowl winning coach, one of the most winningest coach in the history of the National Football League. He's gone from Baltimore. And after last night, Mike Tomlin bids a farewell to Steeler Nation today. How will Mike Tomlin be remembered? But better yet, how will you remember Mike Tomlin? Before we go on, I'm going to go to the chat. Welcome everybody who's in the chat. Bloody Bone says, no, anything will be better than Tomlin. Gotcha. Antonio Gotti R51 says, whatever. I got you. Let's see who else in here. Somebody saying AJ Brown sucks. Well, okay. What's up? What's up, Mr. Diablo? What's going on, baby? What's going on, nephew? I see you. Game Day Sports Clip, how you doing? Come on in. Real Fan Sports, how you doing? All right. Now, for my Steeler faithful out there, I got a question for you. Here's the question. In one word, how should you as Steeler fans remember Mike Tomlin? Better yet, how will you remember Mike Tomlin as the head coach of your Pittsburgh Steelers? Put your answer in the chat. This is back and forth. All right, let's see what we get. Jamal Robinson, that said Sam Cook. Okay. All right, but there's the question. Steeler Nation, how will you remember Mike Tomlin? Will you judge him on the last 7 playoff appearances? Will you judge him by the beginning of his career? Or will you just simply judge the man on his full resume, which is right before you? Me personally, I think Mike Tomlin is one of the best ever to do it. And there are some who want to poo-poo on his record of going undefeated as a head coach, like it's nothing, like it's overrated. That's not easy. It's not easy to go undefeated. Do we know we all know some of the signal callers this man had under center? And with all due respect, is Mason Rudolph putting any fear in anybody? When they reached for a homegrown kid and Kenny Pickett, we all knew, you smart, we all knew Kenny Pickett just wasn't the answer for Pittsburgh. Jamal says he didn't win without Ben. Hey, that's the thing. Have the Steelers been able, and I'm glad you say that. I'm glad you bring that up, because here's the next question for you. Fill in the blank. The biggest problem since Big Ben retired has been what for the Steelers? Me personally, I think that's the biggest problem. Big Ben retired. But what has been the biggest problem since Big Ben walked out the door for the Steelers? Stability at the most important position in football, and dare I say, all sports. That's my answer. Yes. Yep, that's it. Quarterback. It is hard to replace a legend. It is hard to replace a legend, man. It is not easy. Your Big Bens, your Tom Brady's, your Drew Brees, your Joe Montanas. They don't walk through the doors every day. Your Josh Allen's, your Patrick Mahomes, your Aaron Rodgers in his prime. Y'all know the prime Aaron Rodgers. They don't walk in the door every day. It's hard to replace a legend. Hell, the Dolphins still trying to replace Dan Marino and win 2026. It's hard, family. It is hard. I think they gave up Wilson too quick. I believe Russell Wilson's best days are behind him. I believe that at this juncture of his career, Russell Wilson is a number 2 quarterback. And his play in New York definitely didn't show that the Steelers made the wrong decision. He got replaced by Jackson Dart and Jameis Winston. So I don't believe he gave up on Russell Wilson too much. I'm gonna tell you the problem that's been the Steelers' problem the last 2 years. The offensive coordinator, Arthur Smith, his offense is bland, it is boring, and this man continues to get offensive coordinator jobs, and his offense is just, it's like watching paint dry on the wall. That's how this man's offense is. All right. Bucks 25 says, I don't care if every player left Pittsburgh, you keep Coach Mike Tomlin. Listen, that's what I'm saying. Y'all do not understand. I don't think still a nation. You have had a special run in head coaches, a special run that I believe will not be reciprocated ever again. Look around the National Football League. Look at the other 31 franchises. Look how many head coaches they have had. They don't walk through the doors. Those coaches with that cachet, those coaches with that moxie, those coaches who can command the room, those coaches who are bona fide leader of men, they're hard to find. And each and every single season, like it or not, like Mike Tomlin or not, he had you in the fighting for the division. He had you in the playoff race. And yeah, you might have lost 7 straight, but guess what? You were in the fight, meaning you had opportunity. But a lot of you forget about those 2 trips he did take you to the Super Bowl. He went 1-1, but he did take you twice. So Mike Tomlin, to me, as I said, he's one of the all-time greats in my book. Now, there are those who in the media, the sports media, who just don't like Mike Tomlin, who think that it is overblown about him being a good or a great head coach. They think he is overrated. They think he is average. And they have said this. You've heard them say it. So I'm asking you, yes or no, when it comes to the next head coach for the Steelers, should the Steelers move toward an offensive first head coach in 2026? That's my question to you right now, Steeler Nation, NFL Nation in general. Let me know in the chat. Also, drop a comment about today's show. It helps the show grow. Again, thank you all for being here. Come on in, Sports Network. I'm Dolph Jackson. All right, baby. High Desert Biker says, people hate Tomlin, but as someone who lives in Pittsburgh and a fan for 30 plus years, Tomlin is a cool guy. I blame the organization. And here's from a diehard Steelers fan, 30 years. Thank you. Then he says, I bet 99% of people would love Tomlin if they met him in person. Good coach, good guy. I tell you what, I'm a Saints fan. And damn it, I wanted Mike Tomlin. I wish we would have traded for him. But, you know, hindsight's hindsight. That's before we hired Kellen Moore. Maybe with Kellen Moore right now. But user says, what is special 9-8? 9-8 over 500? Yes or no? You saying the man, listen, look at the resume. Okay, you saying what's special about 9-8? I understand. It's what have you done for me lately? This is the microwave era now. Everybody wants everything fast. Okay, so I guess the man made the playoffs 13 times. 9-8 or not. He probably got in with a 9 before they went to 17. They had 6. He probably got in with 9-7 a couple times. But the man went to the playoffs 13 times. The man won the AFC North 8 times. The man won Super Bowl 43, took you to another one. The man won 193 games in his career as your head coach and only lost 114. So, what is it about Tomlin that still a fan? I'm talking to you. What is it about for those of you who seem to what is this disdain for Mike Tomlin? That's what I want to know. Like Phil Jackson never won without superstars. I got new. Who wins a Super Bowl, a championship of any kind without a superstar? What NFL team won a Super Bowl without a superstar? I'll wait. And I'm waiting for y'all to say the Ravens with Trent Dilfer. You better look on the other side with those Hall of Famers, Ed Reed, Ray Lewis. So please, come on, tell me what coach has won a Super Bowl without a superstar. I'll wait. I will wait. And listen, it's not easy to coach a superstar. It ain't easy. Everybody can't do it. It takes a special mentality. It takes a special person, a special coach to coach a superstar. Let's face it. Some superstars, they like being pampered. They feel they're untouchable. They feel it's all about them. Not all of them allow themselves to be coached, but the great ones, the really great ones, they great and they allow themselves to be coached, and better yet, they're great people. All right, this said, this dude's show would come across better if he could actually read. Damn, illiteracy is. I hear you, bro. Yeah, I put everything up there. I can read. I just read that. Since I can't read. But thank you for being here, clown. Yeah, you on the right show, bro. I appreciate you. I say Steelers need a running back. Okay. So what are some options for the Steelers going forward when it comes to head coaches? Well, I just put a list together and just let me know what y'all think about it. I'm going to start right here with Buffalo offensive coordinator Joe Brady. So if the Steelers want a quarterback first coach, Joe Brady checks most boxes. So why does Brady fit? He's a proven quarterback developer. I know you say, man, he inherited Allen, but he did some good things in Carolina too when he was the offensive coordinator, especially when he was at LSU, developed Joe Burrow, clean passing concepts. He's comfortable building around a signal caller. And this would be Pittsburgh saying that next era is offensive driven. So what's y'all thoughts about a possible Joe Brady hiring as head coach of the Steelers, Steeler Nation? Thumbs up. Good luck on trying to find a quarterback. Booker, how you doing? Come on in. It's hard, man. Not just a quarterback. And listen, you got to have that relationship, quarterback and head coach, man. When they're one, man, when they think alike, they're on the same frequency, man, it's a thing of beauty. We have seen it throughout the history of the National Football League, man. Washington, Montana, Brady and Belichick, Big Ben and Mike Tomlin. You have seen it, man. It matters. Head coach, quarterback relationships matter. You got to find that right person, though. And the Steelers have been searching for that right person since Big Ben walked out the door. Now the big question is, will they be searching for that right man to lead them now that Mike Tomlin has done what the majority, it seems like, a Steeler Nation wanted him to do, walk away? But Joe Brady is just one person. that I think may get consideration for the Steelers job. Now, there's another one. What about former Houston Texans offensive coordinator Bobby Slowick? Now, when Bobby was with Houston, you had a different C.J. Stroud. I believe since Bobby Slowick was removed of his duties in Houston, that C.J. Stroud has not continued to progress. We saw the game last night. The man fumbled 4 times. Now, the last time that they count, they're saying it's a fumble. That's on the center. The guard was looking at him. He was looking to the side, and the center snapped the ball. But you don't fumble 4 times, and they can't do that next week and get away with it. But then again, that goes to Arthur Smith as your offensive coordinator. What about that? What about Arthur Smith? But who hired Arthur Smith? Whose decision was that? Whose decision was that? Whose decision was that to hire Arthur Smith? So still the nation, we got to think about all that. Who was that? Mike Tomlin and the Brain Trust. So hey, that is on Mike Tomlin. But speaking of Bobby Slowick, right now he's the senior passing game coordinator of the Miami Dolphins. When you think about Bobby Slowick, you think about he represents a system. Like all football teams have a system, but why he would fit, first of all, he's from that Shanahan tree. He has an adaptable scheme. He wins with timing and efficiency. He's not flashy. And really, do the Steelers need flashy? No, the Steelers just need a good, consistent person under center making good decisions, and a person that can elevate the talent around them. That's what the Steelers need. So Bobby Slowick is also one that I think would be in consideration for the Steelers head coaching job. You went defense with Tomlin. You went defense with Cowher. Do they finally go offensive head coach? Steeler Nation, what would you want? Do you want offensive-minded coach, or do you want a defensive-minded coach? Or hell, you just want the right coach who go hire the right staff and get you back in the playoffs and win a damn playoff game? Just let me know. I think that's what most of y'all like. Just get the right person. Let him hire the right staff. Find a quarterback. Stay consistent in winning. Get in the playoffs, and damn it, just get to the divisional round. That's my question to y'all. If the Steelers were fortunate enough to hire the right man this summer, he comes in, rights the ship, gets you back to the playoffs. Let's say another 10-7, but you go to the playoffs and you win in the wild card round and you advance to the divisional round. Would that satisfy you in his first year? Would that satisfy you? And what will satisfy you after 4 years? Would he have to have a Lombardi in the case for you guys, like Mike Tomlin did? Or would him just winning a wild card game for the first time in years be enough for some of you? Mr. Stevens, hey, homie, I can share your stream to a kick community to help you hit more than. That's fine, brother. I appreciate it. But the question continues. What Steelers, hold on. Keith says, Steelers mistake, lifelong Redskin fan, born 1974. Tomlin is a top 3 best coaches in NFL for a decade. Rankin says, having a good QB and head coach duo at the same time is just like hitting a Powerball. And the Steelers hit the Powerball for like Chuck, no, Terry Bradshaw. I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's hard, bro. It's hard. It is hard to find a coach, man. Now, this next person that I'm about to speak of, a lot of Steelers fans, I think you might look at me sideways and say, man, dog tripping. But just because a coach is part of an organization that is struggling or has struggled for decades now, that does not mean that that person is not a good coach. Sometimes it's just the environment, man. Sometimes it's just the organization, how it's ran, how it's structured. So the next guy, still a nation that I like to bring up is Tanner Engstrand, offensive coordinator. I done chopped it up. There you go. With my no reading ass. There you go. Offensive coordinator for the New York Jets. Now, why he fits QB mechanic, he focuses on the mechanics of his QB. Well, damn, dog, did you see the Jets QB? He's young. A lot of that a youth movement. He's young. He's innovative. He has a clear offensive vision when he has the right person on the center to at least make it count. Who can be, how should I put this? Who can be serviceable. Now, if this was a hire, to me, it would be the Steelers looking forward. Because right now, with this hire, this would be a high ceiling but it would be a higher risk and hiring Tanner as the Steelers' next head coach. All right. What up, Coach? What's going on, Coach? My one of the co-hosts here at the Come On In Sports Network, legendary Coach Rock. Coach, what's your thoughts, man, on Mike Tomlin being calling it quits today, man?
You could hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I mean, it's been 19 years, man. It's all things come to an end, man. I mean, he's a Hall of Fame coach. I mean, it's his time now, man.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's just his time, bro. I mean, comes to an end. We don't want it to come to an end, but it comes to an end, dog.
Yeah. I think the man was just, I think even if they'd have won last night and would have lost next week in this coming week in the division round, I still think he'd have walked away. Like you said, 19 years, man, that's a long time, man, to be in one place. Mm-hmm. Right. And Coach, and like I'm saying to some of the Steeler faithful out there is, man, y'all don't know how good y'all have had it. You know what I'm saying? Every franchise is not blessed to just have 3 winning coaches, 3 Super Bowl winning coaches in the history of their franchise. Some franchises going on 15 and 16 head coaches, man. Right. You know, and it's just not normal. So my thing is, again, I said it earlier, I'm gonna say it again, you have to be careful about what you wish for. I'm telling you, right. This in the real NFL world, Steelers fans that a lot of you ain't been living in the real NFL world, man, a good head coach is hard to come by, man. It is hard to come by.
They got two. I don't know if they're gonna be interested. I just want to see who they're gonna go after.
Right.
The 2 I like, man. One is been around, which I think represents Pittsburgh, would be Brian Flores.
There you go. I knew where you were going, man. Right there.
Hard nosed, blue collar worker, physical. Mm-hmm. Then if you want to tap into the college, Signetti at Indiana, another one, bro. Very good at developmental, bro.
Do you think he'll want to leave Indiana to come to the NFL?
I don't. That's the thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. But
I mean, because what he's building right now, man. What he's building right now at Indiana, man, is something special, man. To me, he could be on the verge of doing what Nick Saban did, man. I think long as he's the head coach at Indiana, this ain't no fly-by-night thing with Indiana. They're there to stay, man. You gonna have to deal with Indiana, man. He agrees with you, Coach. He says Flores was hired by Pittsburgh as a linebacker coach after Miami fired him. Now bring him back as a head coach. I think this man should be a head coach in the Football League.
I mean, he fits the mold of Pittsburgh, bro. Physical, hard, blue collar, bro. He just fits
and what right. And what would he bring, Coach? Accountability, toughness, command in the locker room. immediately. And look, he is a culture preservation with an edge to him. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Brian Flores, I'm with you on that, Coach. I think Brian Flores will be an excellent job, excellent hire for the Steelers, and I believe he'll be one to keep that train rolling, man, as far as being successful going forward. So who's another coach you're thinking about?
That's the only two I came up with. Him, and like I said, if I went to the college level, it would be if he was interested, Signetti, bro, because he's another blue collar, fundamental. He demands a lot out of his players.
Right.
They love playing for him. And those two just exemplify what Pittsburgh stands for, bro. Just hard blue collar workers, bro. That
Right.
gets the best out of their team.
Okay. And like you said, say somebody in the pros definitely gonna try to launch a bag at Cincinnati. Yeah, they go throw it, but damn, how much money is enough money? You know what I'm saying? Then you think about this. He has full control of Indiana. Full control. Now, hell, college football now is like you're in the NFL. We're in free agency now in college football with the NIL. There ain't nothing but free agency right now. So he's already getting the taste of the NFL in college now. Do you realize now that there are general managers in college football? Yeah. There are GMs in college football. It's nothing. It's always been a semi-pro, but all it is a baby NFL, man. Let's see. True, but older men. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. See what the chat say. All right, chat. Steelers. Got another question for you. Offense or defense? Which side should lead the next era in Pittsburgh? Let me know. So, Coach, I'm putting the hat on you. You in Steelers management. You the GM of the Steelers. What side of the ball you looking for? Offense or defensive minded coach?
What was Tomlin?
Defense.
What was Tomlin?
Defense.
Why change? I mean, you just got to get the right person to deal with your offense. I mean, they've only had, 4 coaches in their history?
3.
Nolan, Coward, Tomlin, and this would be number 4. So why change it? If it ain't broke,
Right.
You just, I mean, the only thing I found with Pittsburgh, they just didn't want to invest in a quarterback after Ben left, bro. They didn't want to look at that Nick quarterback and invest in. I think that was their downfall. They just kept.
Coach, they tried to. They got Mason Rudolph and Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, they was just dropping the ball on
it. It's not easy replacing. I've said it earlier today. It ain't easy replacing the legend, man. It ain't easy, man. It is hard. Hell, Coach, have the Dolphins ever replaced Dan Marino?
No, not really.
It's 2026. Like I said, Pete Keith says people are tripping. Sharon Moe. Okay, cool. Do you think he leaves?
What, the kid that argued?
No, they talking about for the coach. Are they talking about the former Michigan head coach? Are they talking about?
He ain't come for coach no way.
He ain't coach. No, he about to be coaching the cell block 18 or something.
But he ain't going to jail.
What about Notre Dame's coach, man? I know he's in high demand. What about Notre Dame's coach?
He's not coming. They had a report. I'm still at work, man. I was on ESPN say I don't see him leaving college. Right? He embedded in Notre Dame, and I don't see it. But it's gonna take damn near the Brinks on a truck to pull up and tie him to that one to get him. He's not leaving college. Bro. You
don't think you think it's just a done deal?
Nah, he's not leaving college. It's gonna. I don't see him. I don't see it.
So here's a dog horse. Defensive coordinator, Carolina Panthers. We didn't know who Mike Tomlin was till he became Mike Tomlin. We didn't know who Bill Cowher was till he became Bill Cowher. Ejiro Evero, defensive coordinator, Carolina Panthers. Some call him a modern defensive architect.
I'm still doing my due diligence on him. I really don't know a lot about him.
Well, I know this talking to someone, because some of my sources, man, he's respected around the league. They say he modernizes the defense without tearing down the defense's identity. And his schemes are he has a flexible scheme that he runs. I mean, that Panthers defense, man, at times this season, man, they were more than formidable, man. And but so you say you're still breaking down on, you're still trying to feel them out. What is it so far right now that, I know it's early with you breaking them down. What is it so far that right now you can say that you like about them and that you would like to find out a little bit more about?
Yeah, I don't know. This is my first year really getting a taste of him with Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still in the process of learning him after 1 year, because he popped on the scene to me like just recently. So I'm still doing homework on him. He it's brand new to me.
Gotcha. All right, still the nation. Would you rather have a QB developing offensive coach or a culture setting defensive coach? Vote in the chat right now. Let Coach and myself know. Now, I'm going to leave that up there. That's the question. Vote in the chat. Let us know. Again, this is the Come On In Sports Network. Thank you for joining us for this special edition of Come On In NFL. It's the end of an era. Mike Tomlin steps down as head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers after 19 seasons. Where do the Steelers go now? Right now, Coach and myself, we're putting up a couple candidates who could be on the Steelers' radar. And the question is there. Would you rather a QB development offensive coach or a culture setting defensive coach? And we get some votes coming in, Coach. Let's see what we get.
Did you see, I was watching ESPN also at work. Did you see the owner of the Ravens when he found out that
Tomlin was fired?
I mean the owner of the Steelers. You found out that Harbaugh was out there?
You think that's why I was thinking about this today. What if Tomlin goes to Baltimore and Harbaugh goes to Pittsburgh? How ironic would that be?
He might go to Pittsburgh. The way that owner was talking, there's a possibility he might wind up in Pittsburgh, bro.
Okay. Bucks 25 says winning is great, but I don't care. I'd rather put fear in opponent's heart. Defense is the way. Steelers curtain, baby. Man, I'm gonna miss Mike Tomlin. All right, there's a fan of Mike Tomlin right there. All right.
What about another coach that's he's out there, he ain't coached about 2 or 3 years. What about Gruden?
How you doing? About who?
Gruden.
Man, the man got a suit against the league, man. Do you think Gruden being black, do you think they're gonna let Gruden back in the league?
I don't know.
Everybody in the chat, Coach just said John Gruden. Everybody in the chat right now. And everybody who, if you're watching this on delay or later, please leave your comments. Do you think John Gruden will ever coach again in the National Football League? And if he does, would he be a good hire for the Pittsburgh Steelers? That's something. That's something, Coach. Man, Coach, that's something to think about right there. But I just think the bad blood between him and the league right now, him and Goodell, I just don't see it, man.
Right.
I just don't see it. Now here's another guy. Chargers defense, one of the best units in football, man. Now the Chargers might have lost the other night, but damn it, it wasn't because of their defense. They just had no offensive line at all. Man, Justin Herbert was back there getting beat up like a pinata. Every time you looked around, he was picking himself up off the ground, coach.
Yeah, he took a beat, bro.
Man, so who's that? And I blame Jim Harbaugh for that. What has Jim Harbaugh done that the predecessor that he replaced hadn't done for the Chargers? To me, they're in the same. The Chargers in the same boat they were when they hired Jim Harbaugh. What is their identity? We thought Harbaugh would be what? A ground and pound, run the ball, physicality up front in the trenches. We haven't seen it. Or am I missing something? This is for you, coach, and everybody in the chat when it comes to the Chargers. All right. Keith Lawson 4113 says Gruden equals wins, which in turn equals money. Dolly would be Pittsburgh, though. Got it. I mean, hell, we were trying to hire him as a consultant and slide him on the staff as a coach, but that went sideways. Let's see. I apologize for going off on the reading earlier. I know I'm in school through this kind of stuff and leave dumb comments, but I like this channel. Man, we appreciate you. I appreciate you, baby. Ain't no hard feelings, baby. It's your boy, dog, baby. Hit that subscribe, man. Come on in and join the family, baby. You family now. It's all good. All right, we gonna agree to disagree sometime. That's what make us, man. That's what make us good, man.
I'm gonna make all you Baltimore fans. I'm gonna make you Baltimore fans really mad at Coach. It's time to move on from Lamar Jackson.
What'd you say?
Mad at you could cuss me out. You could say I don't know football. It's time to move on from Lamar Jackson. He's never going to take Baltimore to the Super Bowl. Matter of fact, he's never going to take no team to the Super Bowl. Period. It is time to move on.
Time to move on from Lamar Jackson. All right, let's talk. I got Kevin Jesse Mentor up here, man. What he brings to the table, he will bring youth, intelligence, and we see what that Chargers defense has done under his tutelage. He has a great upside. He's a progressive defensive option for the Steelers. He develops players. So I think Jesse Mentor is one of those dog horses, man. But there's one guy, coach, that last year when the Saints were in their coaching search, I heard that this guy right here, Anthony Weaver, he wowed them in the meeting. I was on the show and we had our disagreements, but I wanted Anthony Weaver. But that's before the Kelly Moore stuff and all that started coming out. To me, Anthony Weaver, he has been interviewing. He is well respected around the league. People have nothing but good things to say about him. His players came out, when the Dolphins players came out for him talking about this, man. And listen, when your players go to bat for you, man, and the guy's just a hell of a coach, man, and he's a young, promising coach that I think deserves an opportunity to be a head coach. Why not Pittsburgh? You say stay defense. Why not Anthony Weaver? Still a nation. What about Anthony Weaver? Would you want Anthony Weaver?
I had him as a candidate.
Well, he came from Baltimore to Miami. So does he go back to? Oh, that's a good one, coach. I didn't think about that. Going back to Baltimore as the head coach. So if he goes back to Baltimore, do you think he'll get rid of Lamar Jackson?
I mean, I would. That's just my opinion. I don't know what they would do, but I would.
Gotcha. Gregory Stevens 3992 says it's hilarious that all these teams that make the playoffs want to fire their coach. Hey, man, I ain't been in the playoff. What we going 5 years? Shit, I missed the playoff, man. I missed that extra week. Shit, might lose, but I missed that extra week. For 1 week, I had hope for a week, baby.
But he has to remember, man, it's not just making the playoff.
You got to do something.
You got to win it, bro. I mean, you can't just keep getting in, and then you just out. Like, it's got to
Okay,
go to the neighborhood.
so let me ask you this: if it was flipped, if Coach Tomlin's backing of his career was reversed with the beginning of his career, would we be sitting here today thinking about him the way that most people in Steeler Nation think about him and around the country think about him because of his lack of success in the playoffs? Key says, nope.
No.
Okay, but same way it should be no, because you can't just forget about what the hell the man has done, man. The man took you to 2 Super Bowls. He brought one home. He took you to 2 of them, man. There's going to be, Gregory says, there's going to be plenty of playoff caliber coaches on the market this year. Man, you got Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin, those top 2. He had Roethlisberger, Hines Ward, and Joey Porter. Yeah, he did. But again, Coach,
I'm gonna tell you another intriguing coach, bro.
Palomula, yeah. Troy Palomula. Go ahead, Coach.
Another intriguing name, Brady, the OC at Buffalo that came from LSU. But he doesn't want to go back to college.
Yeah, already put him up, Coach. There you go, right there. Already put him up. He was the first person I put up. Okay, now if Green Bay fires their coach, has he taken the Packers as far as he can in your estimation? Does Jordan Love need another verse in his ear to get him to that next level?
I don't know about Love no more, bro.
What? Now, for all y'all, hold on. For all y'all who knew, checking us out for the first time, Coach love him some damn Jordan Love. And we continue to have to play that song every season when Jordan Love comes on short in the playoffs. Love don't live here anymore. And God damn it, Coach just said he don't know about love no more. Oh, don't say, Coach, don't do it, baby. Don't do it.
I watch him, bro, and he just doesn't show me the it factor. Like in that Bears game, it's like he showed me no motivation. He showed me no it's like okay, and it was like the hell with it. Like I sometimes I just watch the demeanor of quarterback. I watch the demeanor of players. Now look at the expressions, what they show. He just didn't show it, right? He hasn't been showing that to me, man.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about realistic versus long shots. So all of these coaches that we have put up today, Coach, who do you think are the most realistic or have the most realistic chance of getting a head coaching job with the Pittsburgh Steelers? Is it Brady? Would Brady be one of them?
I don't know, bro. I think Brady would really be good in Atlanta to me. I don't know, in Pittsburgh.
Okay. You said Brady.
Atlanta has a youthful, very young, youthful offense. And I think with that offense, I think he would be really good in Atlanta.
All right, here we go. Brian Flores. I think that'd be a home run.
Flores exemplifies what the people of Pittsburgh about hard-nosed, blue-collar workers. Right?
Look at him. Oh, you got to look at that defense in Minnesota, man. They ain't got no quarterback. They need to draft a quarterback. They need to draft a quarterback because they ain't got no quarterback.
Yes, I'm gonna throw a wrinkle in that, bro. I'm about to throw a wrinkle when you say quarterback. Spencer Rattler.
People like, man, Coach, man, that man won in 13. That's what they're saying, Coach. That man won in 13.
In Pittsburgh.
Hell, I tell you what, he can't do no worse than Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph. Damn.
I would love to see him get the opportunity.
Oh my God, Kenny Pickett. I still don't understand how the hell the Steelers convinced themselves to select Kenny Pickett. Now, if the kid of NFL quarterback, yes, but there's levels to it. That kid was not a franchise saving or a franchise quarterback that you build around for the future. He was not. He was a career backup. And there are a lot of quarterbacks coming out in this class this year that they're about to try to blow up and push up the board. Oh, did you see his pro day in a controlled environment? Did you see his pro day? Did you see that throw? Did you see him throw off the off platform? But I ask you, why the hell don't you just watch the damn games? Watch the games, man. All right. So here's another coach. That's my dog horse right there. That's the dog horse right there. The Jets. Man, Ben Johnson not leaving the Bears. And speaking of the Bears, why I got you here, coach, because I haven't seen you since you said the Bears will be the first team going home. Did you see Caleb Williams, my boy? Huh? Did you see Caleb Williams, my boy?
I'm not a Caleb Williams fan.
You ain't got to be a fan. I am. Say, now, coach, you ain't got to be a fan, bro. Come on. That damn throw that kid made. Come on, man. Who makes that? Who makes that throw, man? Huh?
We'll see something.
I want to hear that. He whooped Jordan Love ass. Jordan Love, he sent Jordan Love ass home. And Green Bay, how the hell? And speaking of that Packers game, and you weren't with us Sunday for as the NFL turns. For those of you who don't know, we have a weekly pregame show as the NFL turns. Coach, myself, Carlos, PJ of Uneducated Sports Talk, Nonfiction, Zach, a real fan sports, Cowboy, host of Atlanta Falcons Pandemic, and Jeremy and Lawrence, host of Come On In Bills. So, Coach, let me ask you this. What was up with the play calling and clock management of the Green Bay Packers? What the hell was LaFleur doing? Please, how do you coach? How do you call a timeout and come back on the field after that timeout and get a delay of game? And in the process of getting that delay of game, you try to call back-to-back timeouts, which everybody knows is not allowed in the NFL.
Yeah, I was surprised by the whole second half of that game because I really came into the second half of the game, and I was just surprised by the whole second half, bro. From the play calling to Love, the puzzled out there, the whole thing was just bamboozle shit, bro.
That's funny. Gregory said they got time now. The Bears.
Surprised, right? I really thought he was gonna get fired that moment. I'm really surprised they talking about extension with him.
I don't, because it was just even the announcers, they kept saying, what is he doing? What are they doing? Derek, coach, with 14 minutes and 13 seconds left in that game, they had a 96% probability of winning that game. And they lost the game, man. Mm-hmm. If Jordan loves that dude, he doesn't let that happen. If LaFleur is that coach, he doesn't let that happen.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? You don't. And let me just say this too. For all the Packer fans out there whining and moaning and bitching about the post-game celebration that the Bears did, man, grow the hell up. It's a rivalry game because y'all would have done something to go at them too. I love how they came and put that damn the cheese grill on their head. It took the damn cheese grill off on the set. It just grated up the cheese, baby. That was awesome. That's what rivalry's about. Damn it, have fun, man.
When we shook hands, I'd have brought that bread and did it right in his face and walked up.
Oh man, listen. That ain't no play right there between them coaches. They don't like each other. I'm letting you know. They don't like each other. That right there, that's not play. Let me see, who is this? Bucks 25 say Steelers are not even close to winning the Super Bowl. It's because of Mike Tomlin that they can't even compete week after week. Double Mike Tomlin's salary and get him back. Hey, we listen. What's to say? People think is the grass is green on the other side till you get there. The Crow said Caleb is a professional cheese grater in the offseason. He work at Olive Garden. But shit, he ain't gonna be working at Olive Garden this Sunday. He gonna be in the divisional round. That way he at right now, baby. So, man, listen, I want to thank everybody for joining us on this special edition of Come On In NFL, brought to you by the one and only Come On In Sports Network. That's the legendary Coach Rock. The game has changed. I'm Dolph Jackson, and once again,
This is a special presentation brought to you by the Come On In Sports Network.
All right, we back. Listen, we want to remind you all, listen, for those of you who are new, we appreciate you. Thank you all who have subscribed. Join us Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, for As the NFL Turns, our weekly pregame show, as we will get you ready for the week's action. We look at every game. We go break it down in our own unique way, and we have one of the most exciting segments in all of sports media, baby. Straight baller. So at the end of the show, we all pick the player we think is going to straight ball that day. And by the way, I called the upset. I told everybody the 49ers were going to go to Philly. Brock Purdy wasn't hurt this time, and look what happened. And before we get out of here, Coach, what do you make of the situation in Philly? Is that window closed? Is Jalen Hurts still the guy for them? What's going? Do they have to get AJ Brown out the building? First of all, let me start with that.
Yeah, they gotta get rid of him. He
ain't coming here. He ain't coming here. Congratulations, Jerry. Hell no, they better not do that. Congratulations, OG. Uncle Jerry's at 825 subscribers. Keep it going, my brother. Congrats. Proud of you.
What yes, sir. Right there?
Broncos 44.
What Uncle Jerry doing? Selling popcorn?
Nah, man.
What OG doing, man?
Stacy Schultz 8722 say hello, coach.
What
Jerry
doing?
Hey, know what? I got time. Me and Coach, we gonna open up the line. Anybody want to come on with me and Coach right quick? I'm about to put the link in. Hit that link. Come on in with me and Coach. Let's talk, man. Let's talk Steelers. Let's talk NFL playoffs. It don't matter. Whatever you want to talk about, I'm putting the link in right now. Anybody want to come in and talk to me and Coach? So then I'm gonna put it on.
Dan Campbell, go hire McDaniels.
Go hire
Dan Campbell, go hire McDaniels for your offensive coordinator, bro.
Oh yeah, well you know that I hear they talking to him. All right, that's the link right there. Hit that link and come on with me and Coach and let us know your thoughts about Mike Tomlin, about the NFL playoffs. Who you got in this week's divisional round? Let's see. The Bears beat Stafford so bad over the years that Detroit traded him. Stafford got a boat. Stafford got a ring, bro. Nah, that gonna be a hell of a game. But I'm gonna give you this, Coach. Something you said. I think that Bears defense, they gotta get turnovers. If they can't get turnovers, do extra possessions, man. I think Sunday, man, it could. Caleb's really gonna have.
Don't click down. You lost.
Oh, I'm right here. I'm talking. So, Coach, let me ask you, who wins the national championship Monday? Do you do the Hughes bring their first one home, baby?
Who's yours? Who's yours?
All right, Coach going with the Hoosiers. Coach saying the Hoosiers are going to pull it off, man. All right. Well, look, we want to thank everybody for joining us here on Come On In NFL again. Join us each and every Sunday morning for As the NFL Turns, our pregame show. Coach, myself, and all the guys will be in the building. That we have a great time with this, man. It's really fun. So do yourself a favor. If you haven't, tune in this Sunday, 10:05 a.m. Central, 11:05 a.m. Eastern. And John, Coach, myself, and all the guys. A few more comments before we got up.
Hey, and before the season over, before we finish our
You,
football, Coach gonna let you know who his team gonna be for the next 3 years. I'm negotiating right now my free agency. So I'm gonna let y'all know for the season over who my team is for the next 3 years. I'm
listen,
about to go.
for y'all who don't know, each and every week we come on, this man shows up with a different jersey on. I'm not kidding you. And for y'all who don't know, coaches, he has coached some of the top players to enter the NFL. I'm just telling you, we could drop. I ain't gonna name drop on them. Like I ain't gonna say Tyrann Mathieu. I ain't gonna say Leonard Fournette, coach. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna say Odell, coach. I ain't gonna say nothing like that. I ain't gonna say them names, coach.
I'm
But
gonna announce my team at the end of the season. I'm about to sign a 3-year deal.
there you go. So you go switch teams after the
I
Super
don't know.
Bowl.
I'm still negotiating with Kansas City on the oatmeal package. So I'm gonna let you know who my team gonna be in 3 years.
Man, look, man, listen. Y'all have a good day, man. Thank you for joining us. And remember, the doors are not open. So come on in. See you next time, family. We out. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this guy, man. We out.
The Come On In Sports Network.